Well, Australia is now the first country in the world to ban social media for kids under 16. The Prime Minister says the new law will help ensure children's safety. This comes as more and more states across the U.S. raise concerns about social media and youth mental health. Let's bring in Dr. Devi Nampa Parampil. Dr. Devi, for short, from now on. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, too.
Let me ask you right off the bat, good idea or bad idea?
Well, I think we need to do something much more strongly to help kids with their mental health concerns. And even if it's not outright mental illness, but more their demoralization, feelings of being isolated and insecurities. But at the same time, I don't think this is the way to go about it. It seems like a very broad sweeping kind of measure that could kind of throw out the benefits of social media as well, and seems to target certain people more for perhaps the things that they're saying.
Yeah, I was wondering if we might ever see something like this here in the U.S. I guess there could be some legal issues around it as well. But I do want to read something that the current Surgeon General of the United States said about this. This is Dr. Vivek Murthy. Let's put this up on the screen. He said a synthesis. Here we go. He's calling. This was back earlier this year. Why I'm calling for a warning label on social media platforms. Now, he went on to say this warning. A synthesis of 20 studies demonstrated a significant relationship between social media use and body image concerns and eating disorders, with social comparison as a potential contributing factor. When asked about the impact of social media on their body image, nearly half, 46% of adolescents aged 13 to 17, said social media makes them feel worse. 40% said it makes them feel neither better nor worse, and only 14% said it makes them feel better. When you look at those statistics and you look at the depression among our youth, certainly, like you said, something has to be done. What do you recommend?
Well, I think this really is in the purview of the parents more so than the government, because if you think about it, the warning label, social media is pervasive. People know that there can be harms associated with it. First, you could have predators targeting kids. Second, the more common thing is that kids are spending so much time on social media. And I think that's where a lot of these concerns come up. If kids spend 3 hours or more per day, they tend to have more concerns in terms of their insecurity. But that's really the role of the parents, or maybe, social media platforms could do something to alert parents a little bit more, alert them about the screen time or what their kids are actually looking at. But if you have the government come in and decide the warning label is going to go on everything, or in Australia that kids just can't use the platform, that seems like an overreach, because also kids, there are benefits to social media.